What's happening, everyone?
Up, guys, corn review time.
Corn review time. Bourbon time. Evan Williams, 23-year-old.
23, yes, sir.
This is a sample. I want to give thanks to the person who gave the sample, our good friend Aram, who's the owner of Butcher and Booze here in Southern California.
Check him out on Instagram.
Check them out on Instagram, Butcher and Booze. They now have a website too.
Yeah.
The finest Wagyu steaks in the world. Tons of high-end spirits, wines, anything you could think of in the liquor world.
He even does like burgers and carne asada with Wagyu. It's nuts.
Absolutely,
yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Check that out. He also is Scotch and Cognac on Instagram as well.
Right.
Anyways, he tried me on this bottle of Evan Williams 23. I've never tried it. This particular bottling is either 2015 or 2016. I can't remember, but regardless, it's pre-fire Heaven Hill.
Right.
So, 23 years old, bottled at 53.5% ABV.
107 proof.
Yes,
sir.
Tried it the first time. I was like, "What the hell? This is not what I was expecting." Tried it a second time.
Raving about it to me.
Tried it a second time. I was like, "This is even better than the first time." I was like, "This is kind of what I expect the quality of Pappy 23 to be." Yeah. Today's Pappy 23. I'm not talking about Stitzelweller. So I said, you got to pour a sample because Mike and I want to review this, and I don't really want to pay secondary for a full bottle. Retail on this is $3.50, and you can only get it at the distillery in Kentucky
if they have it.
If they have it, if they have it,
rare, exactly.
Very rare. And they also import it to Japan. I'm not sure where else they import it to. I do believe they do import it to some places in the UK as well.
Got it.
But it's not shipped. Can't buy it in California or anything like that.
Very special.
All right, hit the nose.
Hit the nose.
Wow.
This is what every modern bourbon should be like. Like you said.
This is
wow.
Rich pecan pie.
Yeah.
Just the most buttery caramel, buttery popcorn. Salted caramel, buttered caramel, and then just so much of like that rickhouse dust.
Yeah.
You mentioned cashew. It's like any thing. Peanut dust, cashew dust. It's so nutty, but it's so rich, and it's dusty. You're almost getting like furniture dust on this, right? It's approaching that kind of level. We don't really say that. We say that with like rich aged scotches.
Yeah.
But it's getting like furniture dust kind of funk to it.
That could be like the pre-fire richness versus like today. A lot of people complain about some Heaven Hill products that they're too like just straight peanut dust. It hides everything else. This is almost like the peanut of today graduated to like a refined, sophisticated, like sweeter cashew level. This is just like, imagine a honey glazed cashew coated rickhouse. It's like a rickhouse, but everything's sweeter. It's more honeyed. It's more like cashews, butter pecan for sure.
This is for sure, like a salted, honey glazed peanut cashew. It is. I absolutely adore this candied. Wow. This candied like peanutiness. It's just so, and it's so dusty, and it's so rich. It's got so much depth. It is not the world's most complex. It's complex, but it's not ultra complex.
Right.
It's just doing this few things that it's doing in my absolute most favorite way when it comes to bourbon.
Yeah, there's some light apricots as well, but they're on the background. Definitely, the honey glazed, almond, cashew, rickhouse, furniture, dust is the star. And who cares if it's complex? Just such a fucking amazing.
It really reminded me the pecan pie with the brown sugar and cinnamon and oh my goodness.
Like burnt and crusted over. It's like a burnt top.
You even get the pie crust. Butter, it's so buttery, the pie crust. I mentioned buttered popcorn, but you could just say a buttery pie crust with brown sugar and cinnamon.
Wow. Oh yeah.
Wow, Mike.
Dude.
Yeah.
Gotta get me a bottle.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
I told Mike, I was like, as soon as you try this, the first thing you're going to want to do is get a bottle.
Yeah. This is amazing.
Palate?
Palate. Definitely what every like modern age limited edition bourbon should be like. Perfect strength. Screw that like hazmat cast strength shit. It's about the strength, suiting the flavor profile and notes. This does that perfectly.
Well,
you get enough Kentucky hug.
Yeah.
And a phenomenal finish.
Absolutely.
Oh, wow, it's powerful stuff.
It's rich. It's buttery. You get that dusty, the rick house dust, peanut shell dust, that caramel and brown sugarness, that pie element comes through.
Oh yeah. You've been getting like a little, like you mentioned pie, I'm getting a little peach in the pie now too. With the palate flowing with everything else.
I am getting a little oak spice this time, which I didn't the first two times. So it's actually drinking a little bit more, like 53% today.
Yeah.
The first two times I had it, it didn't.
Got it.
And I have heard other people say that, I don't know how. I've only tried this particular. It's my third time having it, but I've only tried this bottle. I don't know what other years are like.
Right.
I don't know what the 2021 bottle is like. I don't know, how the older ones are. But all I know is this one is this hits my jam.
This is my first time, and there's some beautiful, beautiful barrel spices going on. Beautiful oak spice.
Yeah.
Just accenting. It's almost like you take some fresh peaches and some peach compote. You get both and put some baking spices on it. Mix in that pie crust, honeyed all around with the rickhouse dust.
I definitely am. After you suggested peach, some like peach pie.
Yeah. This is the essence of what bourbon can do.
It's just really, really enjoyable. Just really, really enjoyable.
Yeah, and who knows about year batch variation, but I think you said you believe 2015. Wow. Mm-hmm. Regardless, what a batch, what a year. Man, okay. You were hyping the fuck out of it, and it lived up to it.
Yeah.
Oh, peach pie.
Especially the nose today. Wow. Can't say enough about the nose. It's tasty.
Oh.
Really, it's the spot.
Oh. Speechless, man.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's a surprise. It's a surprise
like,
because
surprise because modern bourbon.
Yeah, because on the secondary, you're looking at about anywhere from like $800 to $1,000 on this, and that is too much. Yeah. It's a lot, but when you compare that to Pappy 23, which goes for like $3,000, and this is definitely better.
That's what it is. And
this is definitely better. So
hands down.
It's better. You can have 3 bottles of it. Yep. In comparison. If you're going to go that direction, where you're going, for a 23-year-old bourbon.
Right.
Which is really old for a bourbon.
Yeah. But you could argue that for a little more than this, you could get a dusty. It might not even be as good. Mm-hmm. It's more for like the historical.
Of course.
The value of it.
Of course.
But yeah, what's crazy is what these freaking Pappies and some of the BTACs are going for now, like Eagle Rare 17, just nuts compared to this guy. And
this is going to be the definition of Dusty soon to come because it's pre-fire.
Yes.
So, in 10, 20 years, this would be just a really cool bottle to have 2 of, one to enjoy and one to keep for 10 to 20 years kind of a situation.
1,000.
Yeah. Last sip for me.
I don't want to finish it, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting like more different types of antique oak now. I'm getting like sandalwood, I'm getting mahogany, cedar, like being able to differentiate all 3.
One thing Mike and I really enjoy is this oak play. And like sandalwood spice, and and a lot of people that really are into bourbon, this much oakiness, to me it's not too overly oak, not even close. But there's people that say that this is too oaky. I've seen reviews of other people saying that, and that surprises me. Just because
it gives a complexity.
It takes away from that unnecessary sweetness that a lot of bourbons have.
Yeah. Now, obviously, like having a background in Scotch before bourbon, having tried 30, 40, 50, 60-year-old shit, we're more acclimated to it.
Yeah.
But for this guy, yeah, like it's the main thing is it astringent, right? Is it too tannic?
No.
Hell no.
No, it doesn't dry out my mouth at all. It's leaving me salivating for more.
Yeah. Is the oak adding complexity to it? Adding enjoyment to it? In this case, absolutely. You need the oak in this. It's those tertiary flavors that wouldn't be there without the oak and the age.
Yeah, this is, again, when I'm thinking today's market, this is going to be my standard that I'm going to compare a high-end aged bourbon that's being released today.
Yes.
This is what it's going to get compared to.
Good luck. Good luck,
time.
boys.
Yeah. Mike, this is a 92 out of 100 for me. I absolutely love it. And we don't normally score bourbons that high, but this one has to be scored that high.
Yeah. And again, I'm fighting to give it a 93. It's almost there. But I'm just, again, relative to like Dusty's I've had, everything else, I have to stay at 92. But I almost feel like I'm robbing it a little bit because like it is that good. It's approaching a 93, but I'm going to go 92 to be on the safe side. Relative to everything else.
I wanted today for me, the palate didn't live up to the nose. It was very, very good. But if it lived completely up to the nose, I might go there.
Yeah. It is my first time having it, and I'm going 92.
And now, are we going technical score versus enjoyment score? I think if I'm combining the two, it's a 90. But if I'm just going strictly on enjoyment, I can almost bump it up a little bit. But it's just really enjoyable. It's really comforting.
Yeah.
So I'm really glad that.
Well, and again, you're comparing it to like every 93 Scotch you've had, everything. So like that's a very critical 92.
Yes.
It's a superstar score.
Yes. And I can't say that this is as good as some 93 Scotch.
That's what I'm getting at, exactly.
Yeah.
But like but for
93
us,
Scotch is like Remy Import Mac 25.
That's what I'm getting at, dude.
Yeah.
So I mean that's like nutty for a bourbon, especially a more modern bourbon.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It was really, really delicious. Anyways, you guys, Aram, thanks, brother. Really, really enjoyable.
Man, thank you, Aram.
If your bottle's not done, save me another sample. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys soon from anymore.
Cheers.
Cheers.